Hi, this is Francis Sideco with IBM here at MWC. I'm with Satish. He's going to talk to us about the watsonx platform and kind of give us an overview of all the capabilities that it has and how it's not just a platform, but they've also created a bunch of assistants that are providing some very unique value to their customers.
Yeah. Thanks, Francis. So, with IBM's watsonx platform, see, this is one of the key platforms that supports a hybrid multi-cloud deployment, support for multi-model capabilities, and so think of it as the key differentiation of how you can deploy this either on-prem, on a hybrid cloud environment, or a multi-cloud environment. And the three key components of watsonx are .ai, .governance, and .data. The .ai is a studio where you can build your own model, you can train, tune, and deploy models all in one platform. It supports both traditional and generative AI. And .data is an open Lakehouse architecture, and that allows you to integrate with multiple different data sources, structured, unstructured, on-prem in the cloud, and bring all of this for you to be able to work with your models. And .governance is one of the key differentiating factors for us. It allows you to manage the life cycle of the models all the way from when you're planning, designing, deploying, to when it's in production, being able to ensure that it is transparent, ethical, and being able to monitor the metrics of the models itself in terms of its bias, its drift, its hallucination, things of that nature can be managed and monitored, all in a common interface.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be really important too, especially as specific industries that are maybe more highly regulated or not start using
Exactly.
generative
Yeah, it's
AI.
one of the
Yeah, and speaking of that, I mean, a lot of these kind of, especially some of the more open foundational models. Obviously, we've heard about all the hallucinations that have happened when you try to apply it to like law or
exactly.
medical. So that infers a certain amount of fine tuning for that particular type of industry. Can you do that fine tuning with in .ai, or is it a combination of .data plus .ai to do that fine tuning?
Yeah, so the tuning lab itself is on
Yeah.
.ai,
Okay.
and then of course the .data is going to support you in being able to bring the data in that you want to use for your for your fine tuning that you can
Perfect.
perform. So
Okay.
it supports the prompt lab and the tuning lab, so you can prompt engineer the models, or you can do fine tuning with your enterprise specific data. Yeah. So very quickly, in terms of time to value, we have also developed a bunch of assistants that come out of the product. And these assistants, one of the key ones is the code Watson assistant, which allows you for conversational. There's code assistant that allows you to plug this in as part of an IDE so that it can help the developers assist code. That's a key model. It supports Ansible, and supports mainframe modernization from COBOL to various other different languages. It supports various other languages that will be released. It supports about 150 different languages. Orchestrators for automation, and we're also developing new assistants like watsonx network assistants that are very specific to the telco industry, which is going to help optimize network operations and field services and various other engineering areas. So this is like accelerating the value on top of this platform.
So for Orchestrate and even for Code Assistant, are you guys integrated into some of the DevSecOps or DevOps platforms out there that automate some of that workflow?
Yeah, that's the whole idea, right?
Yeah.
When you get this Watson Code Assistant, it can integrate into your DevSecOps environment. It can integrate into your IDE.
Yeah.
So it acts as an assistant for your developers to be able to code and natural language instructions, being able to get advice on best ways to code this, and also has traceability into where this advice is coming in from. So it has full transparency of those recommendations that it makes. Yeah.
Right.
So I think that's a whole platform in terms of how you have the underlying. The key differentiation, think of it as it supports being deployed hybrid, and it supports an integrated governance platform. If you have those two, you have a full coverage of what the strengths of watsonx would be.
Perfect.
Yeah? All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.